Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadows Within. I am your host, Larry, and we are going to go over some things in the eFed world that is to come. And today, we will also be going over on IWA War Room, the IWA house show that went down today, but that will be later. After Logan Slater's SPW Enter the Underground 4. Stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Should be an epic banger all around. I know I'm excited, and I hope you all are as well. And to get things started, we are going to go over some pay-per-views that are coming up in the coming times. On October 31st and November 1st, Nightmare on Bourbon Street, brought to you by Mr. Alex Woods, Mr. AJ Woods, will be a 2-night event. October 31st, IWA will present Christine's Chaos. November 14th, IWA will present All Bets Are Off, is where the feast or release concept shall be. November 28th, IWA End of the Line Anniversary will be happening on November 28th. October 25th, TXT Your Blood in My Hands. They just had their Go Home show, which we shall be going over on this live. October 25th, SPW Enter the Underground 4 will be going down. Actually, my mistake. SPW Enter the Underground 4 will be happening today, which is the 23rd. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. SPW Hell is Coming 2 on October 26th. October 26th, HUW 2.0 Fall Massacre, the second annual. October 28th, IZW Hollow Wicked, which we shall go over what the card shall be for that show. A lot of things. Also, TPEW Camp Carnival will be tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. And RCW will present a pay-per-view called Infernal Nightmare. Stay tuned for that date to be released and announced. And the Go Home show brought to you by Mr. Eddie Walker for Hellfire. To kick off the show, he will have Amaya Bryant versus Lucy in a KO matchup. Angel Bryant will be then taking on Donna B in a KO matchup. As the Berlin Walls are the number one contenders for the tag titles and very well could become both champions of Uprising and Hellfire. That remains to be seen. Plum versus Gage Payton in a 2 out of 3 tables match. That should be very interesting to see as well. Next up will be Buster Anderson versus Chucky in a no holds barred. Last time Buster Anderson took on Leatherface and lost, but this time he's taking on Chucky, a nemesis of his that has always been running around messing with him. What will happen in this one? That remains to be seen. Angelina versus Reagan Anderson in an Extreme Rules matchup. The winner shall choose the stipulation for the matchup as they will be facing off for the championship. And we will be having Big Motherfucking Lou take on KD for the Dark Arts Championship in a steel cage, pins only. Because Big Lou is also the tag team champion, but I figured why not put him in a matchup for this belt to see how he does against Mr. KD. And next up in the main event, it will be champions versus challengers. The winners will choose the stipulation for their respective title matches at the PLE. The champions BPW, Lewis Weston, Jack Graves will take on their challengers Nightmare Briggs, Rick James, and Big T in a 6-man tornado tag team Falls Count Anywhere. Stay tuned for that. That should be very fun, ladies and gentlemen. And now, we're going to go over The IZW Hollow Wicked show that shall be coming up on the 28th. Stay tuned for that. Should be a banger from start to finish. And this is the card for IZW Hollow Wicked, brought to you by Mr. Jack Graves. Now to kick off the show will be the IZW Crossfire International Championship in a fatal 5-way. The undefeated Black Force versus Quinn J. Stone, the former champion, versus Aiden Williams, versus Red Mane, versus the champion John Robb. That should be a great one. Excuse me. Big Lou versus Lewis West. That will be next. Crossfire Women's Tag Team Championships on the line as Violence Incarnate, Riley and Jessica Troy take on one of the lady teams that they beat in the ladder match to win the titles for the first time, Violet Grimm and Kendra Grimm. Extreme Rules, Akane Vachon versus Insidious, as Insidious is on his retirement tour. IZW Bloodlust Championship on the line. It will be a triple threat between Evil Gwen and Britt Graves and Angel Bryant. For the IZW Deathcore Championship, it will be a 2 out of 3 glass shattered match between Harnage, Legba, and Bullet. Triple threat elimination between Primetime Jojo, Damian Briggs, and Big Motherfucking T. 8 women battle royal for the championship. Amaya Bryant, Taylor Griffin, Tiffany Colt, Rose Wilson, Artemis, Kaiva Frost, Tempest Fraga, and FMJ. Submission, Craig Mack versus AJ Woods. That will be a very technical matchup. Crossfire Tag Team Championships on the line as Andre Black Bear and Yosef Sokolov will take on KD and Combat Genius, the Combat Geniuses, versus Rick King and George King. Triple threat elimination, CJ Frost versus the Dog Rob Anderson versus the Phantom Eddie Walker. 2 out of 3 falls, Extreme Rules, Damian Graves will take on Alexander Colt. For the Crossfire Universal Championship, it will be a 2 out of 3 falls as Buster Anderson will take on Jack motherfucking Graves. Welcome Trevon Scott. By the way, if you've never seen his show, BGW Battlegrounds Wrestling, go check it out. Very good stuff. Enjoyed your show the other night, sir. Can't wait for the next one. Next up, we are going to go over the card that took place for the TXT show, and it was Intake's Go Home show. And to kick off the show was a triple threat Extreme Rules between Sabin, Bunny Black, and Angelina Lazara, and it was elimination style, with it coming down to Bunny Black and Sabin, with Bunny Black taking home the victory. Next up was a triple threat tornado tag team match as Cold Steel and Buster Anderson took on El Padrino, Savage Vega, and SGK, and John Robb and Sadistic Joker in a triple threat tornado tag match with Cold Steel and Buster Anderson walking away victorious. Next up, Lil Devil took on the Gladiator champion Eddie Walker, with Lil Devil walking out victorious. Next up, another triple threat tornado tag team matchup between JoJo and Pat G versus Mad King and the Monarch Shockwave, the title of the Gods champion, and Adrian Danger and Papucho Nagaski. And JoJo and Pat G walked out victorious. Next up was a fatal 4-way between Britt Graves, Big Fran, Emily Wright, and Miss D Misdemeanor, with Big Fran walking out victorious. Triple threat tornado tag team matchup as Insidious and Big Lou took on AJ Albright and Terrible Tito versus the Dog Rob Anderson and CJ Frost, without AJ Albright and Terrible Tito walking out victorious. Jay Smoke versus AJ Woods, the Heritage and Honor champion, with AJ Woods walking out victorious. Triple threat tornado tag team matchup as the Problem One and Corey Bishop took on Andre Robinson and Will McCain, and Grimlord and Inkslinger, and Andre Robinson and Will McCain walked out victorious. And to crown the TXT Women's Heritage and Honor Champion, it was an 8-women gauntlet match between Dynamite Daisy, Taylor Griffin, Angel Bryant, Callie Red, Callie Rage, Dirty Diana, Rose, and Kalani Wilson, with Kalani Wilson becoming the champion. Welcome, Gwendolyn Jones. I hope you are well. And that was TXT's Go Home show for Intake. Stay tuned for Blood. Am I saying it right? I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Blood in My Hands. Your Blood in My Hands. That's what it's called. Coming up on October 25th. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for SPW Enter the Underground 4 today. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. And I hope everybody has a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be, and peace out.